Exactly. Now what we are learning is that, Shivangi, that the charge sheet has already been submitted by the Delhi police official and the Delhi police lawyer, Atosh Srivastav. The public prosecutor is already in the court, and in some time the hearing in this entire Wrestlers versus Brij Bhushan Sharan will start. But we will clearly say that what were the offences that has been mentioned in the charge sheet by the Delhi police official. The charges are 354A, 354, 354D. These are the IPCs which have been filed by the Delhi police official in the charge sheet. And let me tell you, Shivangi, these are the molestation charges which has been mentioned in the charge sheet of the Delhi police official. Molestation without the consent of the individual. This is what the charge sheet says. The allegations which were initially also levelled by the wrestlers was of molestation and stalking. Now the molestation charges has been mentioned. The charges have been framed up of molestation against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, accused in this entire matter of wrestlers versus Brij Bhushan. And Shivangi, I would like to tell you that there are several other charges as well, because we know that the Vinod Tomar was also accused. Wrestlers, when initially they sat on the protest, which clearly stated that Vinod Tomar is also responsible because he was also involved along with Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. He was also involved in sexually assaulting and molestation. Now the charges which have been imposed on Vinod Tomar is of section 1109, 354, 354A and 506 of IPC. Now there are 4 sections which have been framed up against Vinod Tomar, and there are almost 3 charges which have been framed up against Brij Bhushan in the Rouse Avenue Court by the Delhi police official. And right now the Delhi police official public prosecutor is inside the Rouse Avenue Court and waiting for the magistrate to sit on a seat. And after that, Shivangi, the hearing in this entire matter will start, because we know that the charge sheet has clearly now said that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is accused of molestation, is accused of molesting the wrestlers without their consent, without the consent of the individual. And this was a very grave and very serious allegation which were levelled, Shivangi, since day one against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, because wrestlers since day one were clearly stating that they were being sexually harassed and molested by the accused Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. And now after the charges in the charge sheet, which is very clearly mentioned, the charges, it is very clear that the charges were real, and police in the investigation and with the evidence have clearly found that Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh was responsible for molestation of these wrestlers. So Shivangi, more time, because right now the hearing in the Rouse Avenue Court is starting shortly, and this entire hearing we will see what the lawyer of Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh is going to keep from his side. What argument will he keep? But from the side of public prosecutor, the one who is right now from the side of Delhi police official, what argument is he going to put from the side of the entire investigation point of view? Because charges are there, the 1500 pages, not one or not two. Shivangi, the charge sheet is very detailed. 1500 charge sheet, the pages of charge sheet has been filed in front of the court, and right now the hearing is to begin shortly. Shivangi, back to you.
Absolutely, Harsha. So what we are seeing is one more development coming in. If you could take our viewers through exactly what happened that time, the closure report of 550 pages will also be submitted by the Delhi police in the POCSO case against Brij Bhushan before the Patiala House Court. If you take our viewers back to what really happened, because the father of the minor in this case had said that it's a false charge. He had confessed to that. Can you take our viewers through how this came to be, this closure report?
Exactly. Now, Shivangi, the statement just come up from the side of Delhi police lawyer in the entire matter of POCSO, which was the charge sheet, the closure report which has been submitted in the Patiala House Court. The police in their statement have said that we have submitted a police report under section 173 of CRPC requesting for a cancellation of the case based upon the statements of the complaint, that is the father of the victim and the victim itself. That means initially the victim, the minor and father, both of them filed a complaint against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, and the matter was registered. The case was registered under the POCSO Act, but now they have requested the court for the cancellation of the charges of the POCSO report. That means clearly that section 173 section 173 of the CRPC which was imposed. The Delhi police officials have asked to drop that entire charges of CRPC from the Brij Bhushan, because they have filed filed a closure report, and it was on the change of a statement from the side of minor's father and minor itself. That was the detail of the Shivangi of the POCSO closure report, which has been submitted by the Delhi police official in Patiala House Court. We already know that the Patiala House Court, Delhi police lawyer have submitted the report, and after giving the statement, they are out now. But all eyes are on the Rouse Avenue Court, because Shivangi, I would like our viewers to understand exactly what are the charges which have been framed against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh in the charge sheet. The section 354 of the CRPC, which clearly says assault or uses criminal force to any woman intending to outrage or knowing it to be likely that he will be there by outrage her modesty. That means modesty of the wrestler, modesty of the woman has been outraged by accused Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh. This has been clearly mentioned in the IPC, and section 354A, Shivangi, which says that making sexually colored remarks shall be guilty of the offence of sexual harassment. That means some sexual remarks were made from the side of accused Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh to the wrestlers, and therefore section 354A will also be considered as the charges of sexual harassment, because he is guilty of making sexual remarks. Now section 354D, Shivangi, which says the specifics, which specifies the punishment for stalking of the IPC so 354D, stalking of the IPC. So that means the allegation of stalking, it has also been mentioned in the entire charge sheet of the police. The IPC 354, 354A and 354D, clearly molestation, sexual remarks and stalking has been put up and leveled by the Delhi police officials also in the charge sheet, which has been submitted in front of the court in the Rouse Avenue Court. And the hearing in this entire matter, which also will be start in some time.